Olympia Stadium for an update on the latest.
Welcome back to Olympia Stadium in Rusternburg, where we continue with our broadcast of the EFF's second birthday celebrations. We started at round about 6 o'clock this morning, and we will continue to update you up until the president of the EFF addresses the crowd. We can see that the crowd has just started trickling into the stadium. In about 2 hours' time from now, the official proceedings will start at about 12 o'clock. While the leaders, while the members are still coming in, the cake is here. Arrived shortly, a little bit earlier this morning. Well, it's as bright red as we've come to expect from the EFF over the last 2 years. It also has an inscription on it. It basically says the second anniversary, Saturday, 25th July 2015, Olympia Stadium in Rusternburg. In about 2 hours, as I said, the president of the EFF, Julius Malema, will address the crowd, and we do expect him to start talking about the highlights of the party over the last 2 years, but also critically what happens from here on out going forward. Next year's local government elections, and then 2019 elections, and how they grow the party going forward. But just before we do that, let's now take a quick look at this insert produced by my colleague Julius Malema on exactly how the EFF was formed 2 years ago.
We must change these conditions for the better.
Expelled from the ANC and pursued by the taxman at the time, Julius Malema kept a low profile for a few months, with many of his critics betting on an end to his political career. But Juju, as he is affectionately known, would emerge with a new political party. Clad in their new uniform, the Red Berets, it wasn't long for the EFF to become entrenched on the political scene.
Fellow fighters, the EFF is here to stay, and no one will destroy this vanguard movement of the working class. The EFF is the hope of the hopeless masses of our people. And therefore we have a responsibility to defend this organization. This organization was formed by ordinary people. It was not formed by Julius Malema. It was not formed by Floyd Shibambo. It was not formed by the so-called Asijigi Defense Force. It was not formed by a new chapter in Free State or some organization in Northwest. This organization was formed by the farm workers, the domestic workers, and all the poor masses of our people. And therefore, no one owns this organization.
A year into the party's life, many strides had been made after winning over 1 million votes during the last national general elections. The EFF had 25 members of parliament. The party also had representations in the National Council of Provinces and in all provincial legislatures. Since its formation, the EFF has changed the political landscape. The third largest political party in the country, the EFF believes it has brought real opposition to parliament. The party had 7 of what it calls non-negotiable cardinal pillars: the expropriation of land without compensation, nationalization of mines, banks, and other strategic sectors of the economy without compensation, the building of state and government capacity, which they say will lead to the abolishment of tenders, free quality education, healthcare, houses, and sanitation, massive protected industrial development to create millions of sustainable jobs, the development of the African economy, and an open, accountable, corrupt-free government. In 2014, the party held its first elective congress. It would retain most of the leaders that were part of the party's formation. The top 6 leaders are Julius Malema, Floyd Shibambo, Gadi Godrich, Hlengiwe Maxson, Advocate Dali Mpofu, and Maggie Munsami. The party would soon lose other fighters along the way for varying reasons, among them Kenny Kunene, Andile Mngxitama, Khanyisile Litchfield Chabalala, and Mpho Magadza. 2 years on, the Red Beret movement has become a phenomenon. After being elected to parliament, the party's fashion statement was extended to workmen's overalls and domestic worker uniforms.
The Nelson Mandela should serve as an inspiration.
The Red Sea will converge in their numbers in Rusternburg this weekend for the celebrations. Julius Malema, SABC News.
That was a package put together by my colleague Julius Malema. Just a quick note on that. Munsami has since left to go and study, but we're sure that she will be back with the EFF very soon. The crowds are still here. They're still coming into the stadium. In 2 hours' time, the official program kicks off. Let's now take a quick break. When we come back from that, we'll hand you over to our colleagues in the Johannesburg studio.